In the desolate wasteland that was once the bustling town of Eden, a group of survivors huddled together in the ruins of what used to be their sanctuary. The air was thick with the stench of decay and the acrid tang of radiation, but they had no choice but to press on. They had to find a way to stop the madness that had befallen their once peaceful town. The group consisted of 6 individuals, each with their own unique set of skills and experiences. There was Sarah, the former nurse who had lost her family in the initial nuclear blasts, Jack, the grizzled ex-soldier who had seen more than his fair share of war, Emily, the young mechanic who had a knack for fixing anything with a motor, Tom, the former teacher who had taken it upon himself to educate the children of the group, Maria, the former scientist who had once worked on the very project that had brought about their current predicament, and finally, John, the leader of the group, a man of few words, but with a keen sense of strategy and survival. It had all started when Maria, in her desperate search for a cure to the radiation sickness that plagued the survivors, stumbled upon the research of a rogue scientist who had been experimenting with the forced evolution virus, or FEV. The virus, originally designed to help humanity adapt to the harsh conditions of the post-apocalyptic world, had been manipulated and twisted by the mad scientist to create horrific mutations. The group had first encountered the mutated test subjects while out on a routine scavenging mission. The creatures, once human, had been transformed into monstrous abominations, their bodies twisted and fused together in unnatural ways. The group had barely managed to escape with their lives, but they knew they couldn't ignore the threat any longer. As they gathered around the flickering light of a makeshift campfire, John spoke in a somber tone. "We can't let this continue. We have to find the source of these mutations and put an end to it." The others nodded in agreement, their faces grim and determined. The next day, the group set out to track down the rogue scientist and his laboratory. They followed the trail of destruction left by the mutated creatures, their path leading them deeper into the heart of the irradiated wasteland. As they ventured further from the safety of their town, the group encountered more and more of the mutated test subjects. Some were small and agile, scuttling along the ground like insects, while others were massive and hulking, towering over the group like monstrous beasts. Despite the danger, the group pressed on, driven by their determination to stop the madness that had befallen their town. They fought their way through the mutated creatures, using their combined skills and knowledge to outsmart and outmaneuver their foes. Finally, after days of relentless searching, the group stumbled upon the laboratory of the rogue scientist. The building was a twisted monstrosity of metal and concrete, its walls adorned with the grotesque remains of failed experiments. As they cautiously approached the entrance, the group could hear the sound of machinery and the faint cries of the mutated test subjects. They steeled themselves for the battle ahead, knowing that they had to destroy the laboratory and put an end to the madness once and for all. The battle was fierce and brutal, with the group fighting their way through hordes of mutated creatures and the twisted machinery of the laboratory. They used their combined skills and knowledge to outsmart and outmaneuver their foes, working together like a well-oiled machine. In the end, the group emerged victorious, the laboratory reduced to a smoldering ruin. The rogue scientist, his mind twisted by his own experiments, had been killed in the battle, his body fused with the machinery of his laboratory. As they stood amidst the wreckage, the group knew that their work was far from over. They had stopped the immediate threat, but they knew that the FEV virus still posed a danger to the survivors of the wasteland. They vowed to continue their search for a cure, to use their combined skills and knowledge to help rebuild their shattered world. And as they set out once more, they knew that they were not alone in their struggle. The survivors of Eden would stand together, united in their determination to rebuild their world and create a better future for themselves and their children. In the end, the story of the group from Eden was one of hope and resilience, a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. And though the road ahead was long and uncertain, they knew that they would face it together, as a family, bound by their shared experiences and their unwavering determination to survive. Yay, the end. Oh right, yeah, I have to do this stuff now. Like, comment and subscribe. And please watch my other videos and comment ideas on stories.